Well, good Sunday evening, everyone. I hope y'all are doing well. So let's get down to these numbers and see what happened today. So I'm working towards 1,500 calories every day, and I do track it on the free version of the Lose It app. So if y'all are wondering what I use, I'm really enjoying that Lose It app. So I'm working towards 1,500, y'all. I got 1479 today. I worked off 722, giving me a net of 757. So under by 743. So it was a great day today. In fact, this morning while I was out in the garden, and y'all, I hope I didn't make a mistake, but we'll see. So, I was out in the garden, and y'all, I just could not help but get those seeds started. I do have them, so when we get this cold snap on Wednesday, y'all, it's supposed to be here Wednesday. In the 20s, freezing rain, possible snow in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And so it's like, oh, okay. But it was like 80 today, I think. I think it's supposed to be upper 70s, 80s tomorrow. And then tomorrow late evening is when that Arctic cold front is coming in. So I'm just going to keep the plants out there, keep the seeds out there, let them enjoy the nice warm weather. And then what I'll do is bring everything in Tuesday night, keep it in Wednesday until it gets back up into the 40s, and or I don't know if we're going to get back up in the 40s. So probably keep it in Tuesday evening, Wednesday during the day, and then take it back out Thursday after the temperature starts to go up. It's not going to go super high up like it did this weekend, but it will go up, so it'll still be fine for everything as long as I, keep them where they need to be. So like even that dill and the lettuce, I'm going to go ahead and bring the lettuce onto the porch, and I'm going to bring the dill inside. The carrots and zinnias I'm going to keep on the porch that I planted today. The carrots should be perfectly fine. Zinnias should be okay. I may bring that bag in side. Actually, I think I will. So I'll bring all the seeds that I started in the seed tray, and you'll see pictures of all of my little starts for today. I have my little labels on them, and so you'll see where I started them at today. And then bring those ones that I started today, except for the carrots, go ahead and bring them all inside. And then bring like the ground cover plant and bring the strawberries and the aloes. Go ahead and bring those all inside, because they do not like that super cold weather. So anyway, actually the aloes I think I'll keep on the porch just behind the wall, so they'll stay nice and cozy. And again, I am on the south wall, so not only am I on the south side of the building and everything, but then I have a fencing wall that's almost as tall as me. In fact, it's really funny. I'll have to take a picture behind it one of these days so y'all can see it. I think I have an old video of kind of me behind the wall, but oh y'all, that's quite funny. But anyway, so we'll just bring, some things inside and leave some things in the porch since it's covered and it'll still be protected. So we'll just be doing that. So tomorrow, part of my prep for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be making sure I've got plenty of space in here for everything, and I should. I've been organizing and everything, so yep, it should be good to go. And then let's see. So I did that gardening. Was out there for about an hour, and the last 20-30 minutes of that I went ahead and put some eggs on to boil. And then towards the end of that, I had my eggs I made into an egg salad. And yes, I did take a picture of that. I was like, did I take a picture of that today? Yes, I did. And then I also had my last of my light Yoplait yogurts, and so had that today. I just didn't want to have to fool with cutting fruit and getting the just pouring out the phage yogurt, because have already eaten all of the individual ones that were on sale. And so I have that big tub still that I got on sale, and it's still plenty good. It's just plain. And then I like to cut pieces of fruit to go with it and then put the chia seeds on top. So I just didn't want to fool with all that today after I fooled with an hour of being in the garden. So that's why I did boiled eggs instead of waiting over the stove for my scrambled eggs. And yeah, I just did it a little bit easy. And then my sugar was really good this morning as a diabetic. And so I wanted to make sure I had a balance of protein and a little bit of sweet, but not too much sweet because it'll tend to shoot my sugar up. And I just got to be careful with that after it's been at a good rate. And then I don't want to overdo it on stuff. So if you have fruit in the morning, just be careful how much fruit you have in the morning, especially as a diabetic. So I try to have, like, if I'm going to have an apple in the morning, I try to have like half of an apple, and I make sure I've got good protein with it. Like, you'll see me have eggs and bacon, or just eggs and then fruit. So, and I'll put yogurt in there, and it doesn't have a ton of sugar in it because it's the Greek yogurt. And then the chia seeds help with that, a good healthy fat. So, yeah, it's just different things as a diabetic I've been learning, and how my body reacts to different foods and stuff like that, and what works for me. And so I am still working towards reversing that, and that's with losing weight, continue to staying on the medicines that my doctor has given me, and working with me to reduce the medicines. So I went from taking, let's see, what was it? 1,000 milligrams a day to 250 milligrams a day is what I'm at now. And so I'm super proud of that. And I want to go even further. And she said, when I lose 40 pounds, she will highly consider taking me off everything as long as all my numbers are really good. So I'm looking forward to that day, y'all. That's going to be one of those huge health celebration days, because I'm looking forward to that, and I'm working on it. And I know I don't do perfect, and I'm not a perfect person. And I mean, y'all, none of us are perfect, but I do still work towards it because I want to achieve that, and I want to be healthier, and I want to enjoy life. And I am. I'm enjoying life. I just want to enjoy it even more. But let's see. So I did that for exercise. That was my big part of exercise today. And then I did get a little bit of walking in because I had to go to Walmart after we had lunch. Me, my brother, and my dad, we all got together because mom's still with grandma. And so, y'all, we had a good lunch. It was good. We had lots of laughs, and it's good to be able to be joking around and stuff. So we had a lot of laughs. And then afterwards, Dad and I went to Walmart. He had to get a few things. I had to get a few things. And then came home, and y'all see, I did have a payday, and it was the large payday. And I was watching all the sugars, watching all the carbs and everything, and I was like, okay, I can deal with that, because if you look at the food I had for lunch, I had ordered a taco salad, but I didn't eat. I probably ate a quarter of the shell, and you'll see that picture, the full taco salad, and then the shell that I left over, and it just got thrown away because I didn't need all of that. So I had the good chicken, the good veggies, the beans in there, the cheese in there, and a little bit of salsa. So that's what I had for lunch with water, and it was delicious. It was super filling. And then for dinner tonight, I got a good handful of lettuce out of my garden. And y'all, I love it. I love being able to go out there and grab my own lettuce. And then I had that. I cut up a full red apple, and then I found, and I've taken a picture of it before, but I found these fish fillets at Walmart. They're from Gordon's, so they're from the I don't know if you've ever seen, I can't remember. Oh, Deadliest Catch. I was like, where is that from? So like up there, those guys that like fish for that stuff up in Alaska and stuff, that fresh fish and everything, and then ship it down. I think Gordon's uses them. It said it was from Alaska, so I mean, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't promote that if they didn't mean it. And so the way they batter it is in a very light panko batter, so it's not got a ton of carbs, and you get the full fillet of the fish. And y'all, it's good. So I had 3 of those tonight and made my homemade tartar sauce that I do with a tablespoon of Miracle Whip, put a teaspoon of sweet relish, and my dill wasn't quite dried really well yet, so I just used a teeny tiny pinch of dill, not even a half a teaspoon, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon, if that. And so did that for my tartar sauce, and that's what I had for dinner, and it was good, y'all. It kind of, I looked at my plate and I was like, man, that looks like a good plate, and it was filling. So that's the important thing, is being filling, because you don't want to be hungry whenever you're doing stuff like this. So then, part of while I was waiting for the fish to finish cooking in the oven, I was doing my strength training. So I did 5 minutes of my arms, I did 50 squats, and then I did another 5 minutes of my arms after I flipped the fish fillets over and waited for them to cook for 5 minutes. And then, let's see, after dinner, I did, I had another 5 minute arm session I needed to do. So I did 5 minutes of arms, and then, oh wait, I didn't do 5 minutes of arms before dinner. I'm sorry, just one. And so then after I did dinner, I did one arm set for 5 minutes, and I would, okay, man, y'all, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but what I would do is put it behind me and do like that 5 times, 5 reps, and then I would go in front of me and do like this, 5 reps, and then I would take them and go above me and do 5 reps. And as you can tell, I need to work on those arms, and that's one thing about it. Whenever you get like really big, those arms just they go kind of nuts. So that's one thing. I know that's never going to be perfect and wonderful and all this, but I still want to work towards it and just see where I can get it. You never know. The skin may actually shrink as I keep doing a variety of arm exercises to work all of the arm. And that's the thing I want to work on, is you work all of the arm, not just a part of the arm when you're doing your arm work. So then I was like, okay, I need to do 5 more minutes of arm strength training, because I did 50 squats again after dinner. And I was like, man, I got to do this. And I'm like, I'm going to have to switch this thing up, because I was like, I don't think I have 5 minutes of that in me. So I found a way in my kitchen. I have kind of a galley kitchen. So between my cabinets next to my stove and my sink, it's kind of perfect to do a modified push-up. So that's what I did. I just held on to where the sink area was, and I made sure I had my back how it needs to be and everything. And I did 25 push-ups, and they're modified push-ups, because I know I can't get on the floor right now and be able to hold the proper form. So once I get to a point where I can do that, I'll be happy. But right now, I've got a good way to do a modified push-up, so I like that. And so I did 25 of those, and then I was like, okay, I need to go back to the other arm exercises. So that series that I showed y'all, I did that. And then I was like, okay, my arms are getting tired. And then I was like, okay, let me finish it off. And that time it wasn't with weights, because I had just done the push-up stuff. So I just did it with, the first 2 times I did them with, was it 2-pound weights? That's what I've got there. So I did those with 2-pound weights just to get my arms back used to doing stuff like that. And then my last thing I did was I would stand, hold my stomach in, and I would go over like this and come back, and then over like this. So not only was it making me stretch my arms out, y'all, my stomach needs that help. So tonight was upper body except for the squats, and so the squats were lower body. So got a lot of good strength training in tonight, and I feel comfortable with that. And then tomorrow it's the 1 mile walk, along with other stuff. You know, I still do house cleaning. I'll still do a little bit of dancing here and there. You know, I'm not gonna not do the other stuff just because I'm doing specified training, but it's just one of those things I want to make sure I'm doing a good job at and continue to do a good job at. So if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And again, if y'all ever want to reach out to me, you certainly can. I'll keep all of my information in the description below. And if you have any prayer requests, and keep my friends in your prayers. It seems like they are finally cooling down. So that is going to help drastically. In fact, they went from a not emergency, but just below emergency status to the next status below. So it's not fully under control yet, but it is better because the temperatures are cooler. But just thank y'all so much for all your support, all your prayers, and I will catch y'all tomorrow for the daily update. And who knows, remember, I've got the day off, so I may do something in the middle of the day. But y'all have a great evening.